Spring is bursting out right now, and my phone is bursting with questions about when is the best time to buy or sell a home here, where I live in Emerald Isle and in Carteret and Onslow counties along the Crystal Coast. Most real estate agents will tell you that now is always the best time to buy or sell a home, but I prefer to look at the numbers. Today is April 10th, 2024, and this quick video is all about what's happening in the local real estate markets in Emerald Isle and other beachfront and soundfront towns and communities in Carteret and Onslow counties. If you follow me, you know that I focus on three numbers: average days on the market, price trend, and list to sold ratios. Stay with me to the end of this video to learn how to get a customized assessment of your own home. It's all free, no strings attached. And now let's look at the numbers. The first number is average days on the market, or DOM. This number sets expectations for both the seller and the buyer. It helps justify the price to list and to offer, especially in a dynamic market like the one here in Carteret and Onslow counties. I divide the real estate market here into two broad segments: the barrier island called Bogue Banks and the mainland known as the Crystal Coast. On Bogue Banks, I divide the island into four segments: the town of Emerald Isle, the combined communities of Indian Beach and Salter Path, the town of Pine Knoll Shores, and the town of Atlantic Beach. Of these four segments, only Pine Knoll Shores, with 78, has a less than triple digit average days on market, meaning that half the homes listed in Pine Knoll Shores were on the market less than 78 days, and half the homes were on it for more than 78 days. In the combined communities of Indian Beach and Salter Path, the average days on market of 347 is the highest on the island at just under a year. But that is down from an average days of market of over a year just a few months ago. On the mainland, I divide the Crystal Coast into six segments. Four are in Carteret County: the towns of Morehead City, Beaufort, Newport, and the combined communities of Cedar Point and Cape Carteret. And two towns, Swansboro and Jacksonville, in Onslow counties. Here on the Crystal Coast, the average days on market is below 100 for Morehead City, Swansboro, and Jacksonville, and above 100 in Beaufort, Newport, and the combined communities of Cedar Point and Cape Carteret. When making offers, I recommend buyers compare and consider how long a home's been on the market compared to the average days on market in that town or community as a whole. So knowing the days on market number can save you some money. The second number I want to review with you today is the list to sold ratio, or sales percentage. This is another number that is a big deal. Previously, this number was at 95% or higher across the board on Bogue Banks and on the Crystal Coast. That is not the case at this minute in time. In Emerald Isle on Bogue Banks, the list to sold percentage is 78. Along the Crystal Coast, Newport and Swansboro also have list to sold percentages below 95%, at 93.67 and 93.64 respectively. Sales percentages help set expectations for sellers on what kind of offers they may receive. Sales percentages can also justify what kind of offer a buyer may make. When the list to sold ratio exceeds 95%, like it does in 7 out of 10 markets, on Bogue Banks and the Crystal Coast, buyers typically will submit offers over the list price. And that is especially noticeable in Pine Knoll Shores, where the sales percentage exceeds 100%. The third number is price trend, which is useful in tracking long term market trends and getting answers to questions like, are prices beginning to drop? Is the market in a bubble? Let's look at the numbers. You might be surprised. This number suggests that the market is in transition. On Bogue Banks, prices are decreasing everywhere but in Atlantic Beach. On the Crystal Coast, half the towns are experiencing price increases and half are seeing price decreases. 1 month does not a trend make, but April's numbers suggest a slight cooling in demand, and this is reflected in diminishing prices, making the spring real estate market on Bogue Banks and the Crystal Coast a good one for buyers. Put your email in the comments below and I'll send you a PDF of this chart. If you don't see a town you are interested in, put your email in the comments below and I'll analyze it for free. Have a house to sell? I use 50 data points, not 3 like most agents, to create a price to list your home. I can only do 5 of these a week, so put your email in the comments below and request one. If you learned something, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up, because it always helps on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, it's free. And ring the bell for my next video on living on Bogue Banks and the Crystal Coast. Check out my book, Live Where You Vacation, on Amazon and on Kindle. Be safe and have fun, and I'll see you next week. Thanks so much for watching.